Hey everyone, it's Friday on the Pagan Perspective, and I'm your substitute Maureen for Friday. So today we are talking about um, praying in our own paths. And coming from a Christian background, I find praying, when I was a Christian, I didn't really pray very much, but I find praying to be something I'm familiar with and it's easy to go to. Whether I mean to or not, there have been a couple times since I became a pagan where I found myself saying just a little mental prayer sort of thing to someone. I remember when I was still in the military, I was a Marine musician and we have to take auditions. And during one of my auditions, I was really nervous, so I just said a little mental prayer to the muses because that was the first thing that popped in my head. Um, just for success with my audition and for help with the musicality and whatnot and really bringing emotion out in the piece I was playing. And I actually did it really well during that audition, so it was pretty cool. But like I said, it's easy to go back to prayer, um, especially if you've had a background with it. And I think it's kind of important to kind of sit down and have basically one-on-one time with a god or goddess or a spirit in general. One big thing that I remember doing when I was in boot camp, my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, went to boot camp before I did, and he had received this little Bible when he left, and he gave it to me when I left. And you can see I had our names written down with the dates that we went. And there are some things that I highlighted in here, certain passages, and I still keep it because it has a lot of sentimental value. And before I left, I also received this from a one-time friend. And this book is the Marine's Prayer. And I used to say this prayer before going to bed every night when I was in boot camp. And it says, Almighty Father, whose command is over all and whose love never fails, make me aware of thy presence and obedient to thy will. Keep me true to my best self, guarding me against dishonesty in purpose and deed, and helping me live so that I can face my fellow Marines, my loved ones, and thee without shame or fear. Protect my family. Give me the will to do the work of a Marine and to accept my share of responsibilities with vigor and enthusiasm. Grant me the courage to be proficient in my daily performance. Keep me loyal and faithful to my superiors and to the duties my country and the Marine Corps have entrusted to me. Make me considerate of those committed to my leadership. Help me to wear my uniform with dignity and let it remind me daily of the traditions which I must uphold. If I am inclined to doubt, steady my faith. If I am tempted, make me strong to resist. If I should miss the mark, give me courage to try again. Guide me with the light of truth and grant me wisdom by which I may understand the answer to my prayer. And if I was a pagan, I remember receiving a card with that prayer on it too, and that's what I would read it off of every night before going to bed until I memorized it. And even if I was a pagan when I went to boot camp, I think I still would have said the prayer. Obviously I would have twisted the words a little bit to fit more into my practices. But like I said, I think it's really important to have just that short moment of connection with a higher power. Whether you do that with an actual spoken prayer or you do it with meditation or whatever suits you. Like I said, it's one of those things, I kind of go back to it now and again. It's not a regular thing in my practice, but who knows, maybe as I grow in it and everything, and maybe I come across some words or passages that I really like from other religions, maybe I will adapt it to, be a part of what I do or teach it to my children or whatever. So that's my view on prayer and at least my practice. Would love to hear what your guys' take on it is. So have a great weekend and bright and happy blessings.